So today is May 5th, 2021, and this is a test video of my new studio that I'm setting up currently. I'm looking over there, but I feel like I got a problem with my eyes. Like, I'm looking at myself, but it makes my eyes look crooked, you know? But, so anyways, this is on my first video from my new studio at Hairmedics, where the prank where I cut the kid's ear off was actually filmed in one of the front rooms here. So, whatever. Just a point of interest, you know, so this isn't completely boring. So in case you forgot who I am the fat guy that cut the kid's ear off and whatever. But anyways, I'm just more doing a test video, a new studio. We're gonna be starting up a YouTube channel, and it's gonna be a candid, I don't even know if candid is the right word, but it's gonna be a look into my complete weight loss journey. I'm currently like 265 pounds, and I was 540 pounds at one point. If you follow me on Facebook, you already know this. I have recently had a pretty significant setback. I was in the middle of a really tough workout, and basically I was running 21 flights of stairs. I'm sorry, I take that back. 12 flights of stairs, 21 times. Each time I would get to the top floor of the 12 flights, I would drop and do 15 push-ups, and then I would run a quarter-mile loop and then do the whole thing over again. I had pretty much gotten my time down to like an hour and 4 minutes, and it was like an 11 to 1200 calorie workout. And on my 18th set of doing 15 push-ups, I felt a pop right here below my sternum, and there was like this big swollen pouch, kind of like, and I thought I must have pulled a muscle, and I figured that it was swelling from pulling a muscle. I was a little concerned, like perhaps I had broken a muscle away from something. I don't know, I'm no doctor, but it just seemed not good. I always drink a water and a Propel for electrolytes because I primarily eat low carb, but we'll get all into that later. And I noticed the bulge here in my lower chest or upper abdomen was getting bigger, and cold. It was cold. So that kind of freaked me out a little bit, and immediately obviously went and got checked out, and they diagnosed me with what they're calling an incisional hernia, or an abdominal wall tear from a prior surgery. I guess apparently when I was doing my push-ups and coming down, I was just in the midst of doing my push-ups, and I thought, your form is getting sloppy, you're getting tired, make sure your chest is barely grazing the floor. And I was, you know, how you talk in your own mind, and you don't want to slack, you know, only drop your hips, don't cheat, don't do them. If you're not going to do them right, don't do them at all. You know, it's basically, and I was like, yeah, you're right, dude. Went to do it, you know, inner dialogue and a little OCD, and something just popped, and yeah, it was bad. So originally my surgeon, I went to my general practitioner, I had to get some ultrasounds and some scans, and they said that I had an incisional tear in my abdominal wall. They said something about an epigastric hernia, something or other, but nonetheless, it has to be repaired. They're gonna make an incision on the outside tomorrow, in about 12 hours from now. So I'm a little nervous about it. I wanted to get my studio up and running because this is something I wanted to document. It's gonna be a big recovery. When I started this last stretch of my journey in the beginning of March last year, 2020, I was 396 pounds. I decided to get real active and get outside, and I crashed my motorcycle in the woods about 10 days into eating low carb and creating calorie deficit and all that good stuff, and shattered my shoulder in 6 places. I don't know if you can see that. There it is, from there to there. This is all titanium now. Yeah. So that was actually a blessing in disguise, and I'll tell you why. Because when I had that misfortune, my buddy Cameron took me home and set me up, put my pain pills out, sat me in my chair, you know. I had just come out of surgery. It was a day surgery. They released me because of COVID. And I picked up the phone and I called Pizza Hut. And I was like, screw this diet crap. I'm not gonna be able to exercise. I'm not gonna be able to stay active, and I'm gonna eat my feelings away. And I was on hold with Pizza Hut. Thank you for calling Pizza Hut. Your call is very important, and la-di-da, ba-ba-di-da. And I'm sitting there like, Come on, dude. I'm hungry. I want to get my eat on, you know? I want to eat my stress away. And I'm sitting there and I thought to myself, dude, this is what you do. Every time life takes a bad turn, you don't focus on what you need to focus on and you eat. And I'm sitting there on hold. I don't know what, I mean, everybody must have been ordering to go because of the quarantine. And something shifted in my mind and I said, I'm not doing this anymore. And I hung the phone up. And immediately I was like, no, call him back. I had my heart set on stuffed crust and chicken Alfredo and one of them brownies, you know? And 6 Diet Cokes for whatever reason, go figure. But something shifted and I now look back at that moment and I realize it was a huge blessing for me, that moment, and this. Because if this didn't happen, I wouldn't have had that shift. And for that, I'm eternally grateful. So here we are again. I've been doing these 1,200 a day calorie workouts and creating huge deficit and doing really well. And boom, here I am again injured. And what did I instinctively want to do is start eating again. And did a little bit. So the difference this time was that I decided to take a little break because I'm going to use this new setback as a huge catalyst to get back. I remember I don't want to say his name, but on Facebook, I'm constantly seeing this trainer, and he's always shouting that you can't out-train a bad diet, and that 85% of your success is going to be what you shove down your face. And I learned last year when I shattered this that is 100% truth, because in the first month of me sitting there recuperating, I lost about 27 pounds just by strictly watching my macronutrients, lowering my calories depending on my activity level, which I started at about 1,800 calories a day, and I kept my carbs beneath 30 net carbs, and 30 total carbs and 20 net carbs a day. And I found like nutrient dense, low calorie, low carb foods, and I ate a good amount. And I learned, I'm like, hey, you can eat a good amount of food without going over your macronutrients that you set. So that was fantastic for me. The rest is history. And what I tend to do is try to go on a 3-week cycle and then take a few days off and start my 3-week cycle all over. I kind of always fast a little bit before I start. And not even necessarily 24 hours, maybe just sometimes 14, 16 hours. And then I start all over again. And here we are again. So instead of being down about this setback with this incisional tear, muscle, whatever, with stomach protrusion, I'm gonna look at it like, I'm gonna try to shift my thinking and think of this as being something positive. It's always our choice. Whatever our circumstances are, it's always our choice to either look at the glass as half empty or look at the glass as half full. I could be depressed, I could let this get me off, I could be nervous and have anxiety and eat it all away. That's what I would have done for the first 40 years of my life. Even though I'm not even 40 yet. Yeah, I just screwed up. But anyways, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is look at this as a blessing, and I'm going to set some new macronutrients. Surgery's tomorrow. I have to fast anyways, and that's what I always do when I gear up for a new fresh start. So I'm going to fast tonight after midnight. Surgery's tomorrow. I'm going to just start my low calorie, my macronutrients, my carbs, my calories deficit, and I'm going to lose some weight in the next 2 weeks while I'm recovering from this surgery without doing a lot of activity. And as that changes and I start adding a little bit of activity back, I'll change my numbers. So it's really, for me, I don't know about anybody else, and maybe my hope in starting this channel is that somebody can relate to what I'm going through and what I'm learning and what I'm realizing, and realize that it's all about making a choice and gaining control. Making the choice to change and gaining control of your bad behaviors and changing them. That's it. That's all it is. And once you really get that control, the further you go and the more control you get, the more lust for wanting to work harder you will get. It just takes time to get there. Just promise me you'll stick to it. Listen to what if I can do this from 540 pounds down to less than half my weight, you can do it. Whether it's 10 pounds you need to lose or whether it's 500 pounds you have to lose. What's that old saying? Every journey starts with a small step. It's true. It's true. It's consistency. Those people that used to say, oh, It's all about consistency and smart. I used to want to wring their necks. I'm like, you don't understand. You're not like me. You don't understand. You don't have a problem like we do. Fat people like me. Like, yes, they do. Yes, they could. They could. They just choose not to. So it is about consistency and moderation. Like all those people that say that all the time is so annoying, but they're right. Create yourself a vision board. Put pictures, put your face on somebody else's body, somebody you look up to, somebody that you aspire to be. All that stuff, that vision boarding, it really works. It really works. Every time I work out, I meditate and I think about what I want to be and who I want to be and who I want to show up to and show them the new me. And, you know, visualizing what you want to happen and who you want to be, there's really some huge power in that. I promise. There is. There is. And we'll get more into that. This is just the first video I want to put out here, like what I'm doing, what I'm trying to say, how I'm trying to help. And I mean, reach out to me. Please subscribe and just message me. I want to hear what you guys have to say. If I strike a chord with anybody, with any single thing that I say, any lesson that you can learn from me, I swear it'll mean the world to me. Somebody else listening to me and learning from me and getting inspired by me is going to inspire me to go harder. So please message me. If I can message every single one of you back, I will. Okay? Good luck. Every day matters. Start now. Don't say Monday, because Monday turns into Friday. Friday turns into the next Monday. Monday in the middle of the month turns into the first of next month. And before you know it, you're like, wow, we're into November. We might as well just eat through the holidays and start on New Year's. How many times have we done that? Start right now. If you're serious, start. Don't start till Monday. Don't even start tomorrow morning. Start right now. What time is it? 9:37 at night. All right, don't eat your snacks before bed. Start your fast now. Start. Every minute you gain control, you gain more respect for yourself. I promise. I promise. So wish me luck tomorrow in surgery. And I'll see you on the other side. Probably a little bit more medicated. Good night, everybody. And please subscribe and reach out. Okay? I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.